So since we will get back to the, so they sent me back with my family, and I came to Patna, and for a week there was silence, like just like silence, But that was at that time I felt कि they have guilt for what they were doing to me for so long, that I harmed myself, and they feel maybe guilty that their behavior pushed me to do that. But actually, it was not that. Really, it was not that. So I don't remember the name of the psychologist, but there is some psychologist. Sorry, the my pronunciation may not be the best. So he has done extensive research on domestic violence, and he has prepared uh, something called circle of violence. So if there is a victim and the perpetrators, so it's like a psychological pattern which can happen many times, like numerous times, if the victim gets back with them. So in that cycle, briefly I will explain you. So there is this honeymoon phase when you get back with the abusers. uh, it can last for few days, for few weeks, or it varies. And then the circle repeats itself, the old behavior, the abuse comes again. uh, so after a week, like my false hope that they have changed in just 1 week, that silence, it was not, it was more like silence before storm. So they were going to behave similar ways after a week, and actually that started to happen. And then I felt really hopeless, like, I am saying all this in a nonchalant way. I'm not, because I mean, I have to put it, I have to articulate all that horror in more so logical way. um, so then I lost hope that I have no way out. I'm not going, no one is going to save me. I have tried to take intervention of NGO, and even Guwahati police was involved, but they were very nonchalant. They just took my signature and uh, just like handed me back to my family. So they were not really inquisitive about. Of course I was looking horrified, I guess, like at that time, just, but I mean they did not care. So so mm, so I simply kind of felt numb after I came back, and they started to behave similarly. Just there was this 1 week of which I described you, that cycle of violence, honeymoon phase, and then so now I was like, that song by Pink Floyd, Numb. So I was like, I was just like, I was, tell you the truth, at that time I felt that if they kill me, like if they kill me one day, like just do something to me, I will feel relieved that my I'm gone, like I'm not suffering anymore. But they were not willing. They won't do it. It was more like, for them, if I describe it, it was more like सांप भी मर जाए और लाठी भी ना टूटे. So I will tell you later, a bit later, why I'm exactly using this proverb. So So I kind of lost hope that no, there is no way out from this. And at the time, through mobile phone, I searched like an anxiety support app. So on that app, I met a guy like from UK. Um, so uh, there on that app there was this listener, like somebody can be your listener and you can share your problems and all that. So via that app I became good friends with him, and I felt confident, like the way he behaved with me. We had many video calls. I felt confident to share with him what was happening. So I told him everything, and he said it's 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 not what should be happening, and I will help you. So uh, yeah, so he told me that he will pull me out from the situation. And actually, so like there was this element of monitoring going on. So I would, and like financial abuse, if you read about domestic violence severe cases, there is this financial abuse is definitely a part of it, where the victim doesn't have access to resources, like like nothing, just bare minimum. So I remember like one family member handing me like sikka, like they're putting it on my palm. Like it was around 15 rupees, and it was just enough to go to college. Like I was at that time, I had enrolled at Patna Women's College. So just to go to college and to come back, just bare minimum 15 rupees, no full like snacks, or it was just like just you go. I told you I had to uphold an image outside. Uh, and there was this non-verbal threat and terror. Actually, threat is a threat. I would say the the correct feeling would be terror for me. What I was feeling at home, and so basically, that friend of mine, online friend who was not from India, he booked a flight ticket for me from Patna to somewhere in South India, and we had planned before that we would meet and all that, and he would go back to his country, and he will keep supporting me like financially, so that I remain away from that. uh, I don't even want to, I don't even know a word to describe. Do I call it horror? Do I call it hell? What do I call it? So he basically pulled me out from the situation, and so there was this monitoring thing, like uh, in domestic violence cases, you have also this, that the victim is monitored where she is going, that she is not like socializing too much, she is not revealing anything to anybody. So that was I was not allowed to go anywhere. Like I was not allowed. It was like very isolated. Like that is how, that's like dehumanizing. That's not how a human being should live like. And yeah, so basically I went to South India, and I heard that at the place I was, that place owner of that place said that they have got an email from someone that they are asking me if I'm there. So later I came to know that my family has filed a missing report for me. and it was not out of concern that she has like uh, it was more like our punching bag, you know, the one we used to like our garbage. She got away. Now who we like, you know, abuse, now who we dump our crap on. It was more so like that. And you know, it was like, it was more like a part I missed is why I decided to get out is that of course I started to feel like suicidal by, it was just going on, like it was never stopping. So I heard like my mother and my brothers talking among themselves that if I self harm, they will misdirect the reason. Like they will, if I self harm, they will misdirect the reason for me being depressed because I failed in NEET exams. But I mean, that was not the reason. If I had self harmed at that time, the main reason was the ongoing torture and abuse. Uh, So when I heard them actually saying this among themselves that they will misdirect the reason if I self harm, so I thought that if I self harm, like I'm feeling all this pain, I'm suffering, I want out, but if I self harm, like to get out, if I self harm, nobody would really get to know what really happened with me, you know. And it was not one day off, like they did not do it to me, they did not harm me for one day, it was relentless for a few years. So I felt like nobody would really know what really happened to me, why I committed self harm. And they will just live, they will shed few tears, crocodile tears, and they will just live like, you know, as if nothing happened. We did not do anything. It was, she was depressed, she failed in NEET exam, so she self harmed. So when I heard that, I decided that I will not quit like that. And my truth, what really happened to me, I will I will share about it someday when